It's 3:07 a.m. Again. The digital numbers glow accusingly, slicing through the inky blackness of your bedroom. Your eyes snap open, wide and alert, like you've just chugged a double espresso. You're lying there, brain already whirring, calculating exactly how many precious hours of sleep you can still squeeze in before that infernal alarm screams its daily wake-up call. Sound familiar? If that feels like a nightly ritual, a frustrating, unwelcome guest in your sleep sanctuary, I want you to know something right now. You're not broken, not even a little bit. You're just stuck in a biological loop, a pattern that, I promise you, is ridiculously easy to unlock once you understand how it works. Stick with me for the next few minutes, and I'll hand you the 5-step escape hatch that keeps my clients snoozing straight through till sunrise, feeling refreshed and ready to tackle the day. Look, I'm not here to sell you a fancy gadget, a 90-pound bottle of mystical pillow mist, or some ancient secret sleep ritual only practiced by enlightened monks. My name is your name if you want to add one, otherwise omit. And I'm a sleep coach. For the last decade, I've been deep in the trenches, translating those dense, jargon-filled lab coat studies and complex neuroscience into simple kitchen table habits that actually stick. Habits that don't require you to become a different person or spend a fortune. Tonight, we're going to zoom in on the sneaky culprits behind those dreaded 3 a.m. wake-ups. We'll uncover everything from blood sugar dips that send your body into a panic, to rogue cortisol spikes that mimic a false alarm, and those subtle circadian hiccups that throw your internal clock completely off whack. And then, here's the best part. I'm going to give you the exact actionable playbook I use with my most sleep-deprived clients to stop them. No fluff, no 20-step routines that demand a second life just to maintain. Just real practical strategies you can implement tonight. Ready? Let's take a collective breath. Roll your shoulders back. Let that tension melt away, and let's fix this. First, a quick, digestible dose of science. Because understanding why something happens is half the battle, right? Around 3 a.m., something fascinating happens inside your body. Your core temperature hits its absolute lowest point of the day. Think of it like your body's internal thermostat dialing down to its coolest setting. Simultaneously, your body's natural sleep hormone, melatonin, which has been working hard all night, starts to taper off. It's done its job, and its levels begin to gently decline. And if everything's working as it should, your cortisol, the stress hormone, is still on the night shift, quietly and gradually tiptoeing upward. This slow, steady rise of cortisol is actually a good thing. It's designed to gently usher you toward wakefulness, preparing you to smoothly greet the day around, say, 7 or 8 in the morning. But here's where the perfect storm brews. Life as we know isn't always as it should be. Stress, whether it's that looming deadline, an argument from earlier, or just the general hum of modern life, can shove cortisol up too early. Instead of a gentle incline, it's a sudden spike. Your brain, sensing this premature cortisol surge, snaps an emergency whistle thinking, oh, threat detected. And boom, you pop awake, heart possibly thumping, mind racing, and suddenly you're replaying that embarrassing thing you said in 2014. It's like your body's alarm system is misfiring, mistaking a gentle morning breeze for a full-blown hurricane. Now, let's layer in another common culprit, a blood sugar nosedive. This is particularly common if you ate dinner at 6 and then, say, Netflix fasted for 6 or 7 hours straight. Your body needs a steady supply of glucose, its primary fuel, to keep all systems running smoothly, even when you're asleep. If your blood sugar drops too low in the middle of the night, your body perceives it as an emergency. What's its response? You guessed it. Another cortisol spike, alongside a shot of adrenaline, to kick your liver into gear and release stored glucose. The result? Wide eyes, a racing heart, maybe even a touch of anxiety, and suddenly you're thinking about making toast for tomorrow's breakfast at 3:30 a.m. Understanding this intricate mechanism, how these hormones and bodily functions interplay, is truly half the battle. The other half? It's about strategically swapping those disruptive triggers for powerful, sleep-stabilizing habits. It's about taking control of your internal environment, rather than letting it control you. All right, let's dive into the first actionable tip, and it's one that often raises eyebrows. Stop eating 2 to 3 hours before bed. I know, a lot of people hear that, and their immediate reaction is panic. But I'll starve, they exclaim, picturing themselves wasting away by morning. Nope, that's just your old habits talking. The truth is, a small, balanced evening meal, think lean protein like chicken or fish, complex carbs like quinoa or sweet potato, and plenty of fibrous veggies like broccoli or a big salad, will keep your glucose levels wonderfully steady for about 4 hours. This is crucial because your body isn't designed to be digesting a heavy meal while trying to achieve restorative sleep. Digestion is an active process that raises your core temperature and requires energy, which are both counterproductive to falling and staying asleep. You scarfed down right before hitting the pillow, your insulin and cortisol levels start doing a chaotic tango. Your digestive system is effectively working a graveyard shift, demanding resources and preventing your body from fully entering its rest and repair cycles. When that hormonal music stops, or rather when your blood sugar takes an inevitable dip after that late-night feast, guess what happens? Your body signals an emergency, releasing cortisol and adrenaline, and you wake up. It's a classic scenario. Now, if you absolutely, positively must have something later in the evening because you genuinely feel hungry, make it a smart, strategic choice. We're talking protein plus fat. A spoonful of almond butter, a small handful of walnuts, or a bit of plain Greek yogurt. These options are fantastic because they blunt a potential sugar crash without kicking your gut into full-blown, heavy-duty digestion. They provide a slow, steady release of energy, stabilizing your blood sugar without causing a spike. I've seen this simple change create dramatic results. Clients who commit to locking down the fridge by 8 o'clock usually report cutting their 3 a.m. awakenings in half within just a week. It's free, it's simple, and you can start tonight. This isn't about deprivation, it's about smart timing for optimal sleep. Your brain, believe it or not, treats light like a clock. It's the primary cue for your circadian rhythm, that intricate internal clock that governs your sleep-wake cycle. Here's a powerful example. One blast of bright, artificial light at 10 p.m. can effectively shove your circadian rhythm back by a staggering 2 hours. What does that mean for your 3 a.m. wake-ups? It means your internal 3 a.m. suddenly becomes your brain's 1 a.m., prime deep sleep territory that you're now being yanked out of. It's like telling your body, hey, it's still early evening, stay alert, when it should be winding down for restorative sleep. This disruption happens because bright light, especially blue light, powerfully suppresses the production of melatonin, the hormone that signals to your body it's time to sleep. So the solution? Become a light disciplinarian after dark. As the sun sets, start dimming every overhead bulb in your home. Think of creating a cozy, cave-like atmosphere. Swap out those harsh, bright white bulbs for warmer, lower Kelvin options. A particularly impactful change is to swap your bathroom bulb for a warm, 2200 Kelvin one. Because for many of us, that single bulb is the last significant light we see before crawling into bed. Making that light warm and dim sends a clear signal to your brain. The day is ending, prepare for sleep. And let's talk about our beloved phones, tablets, and laptops. These devices are melatonin-suppressing machines, blasting us with blue light right when we need to be winding down. My radical suggestion? Park your phone outside the bedroom altogether. Let your bedroom be a sacred, tech-free zone. If that feels like too big a leap right now, at the very least, engage the red filter on your device, often called night shift or eye comfort, shield, or better yet, invest in a pair of blue blocker specs. You can grab a decent pair for 20 quid, and they are, I promise you, life-changing. Wear them when you're looking at any screen after sunset. They work by filtering out the specific wavelengths of light that disrupt melatonin. If you absolutely must answer one more email or finish that report, these glasses are your secret weapon. But here's the kicker, the essential counterbalance to your evening light discipline. Expose yourself to 5 to 10 minutes of bright, natural light within the first hour of waking tomorrow. Step outside, open the curtains wide, or sit by a bright window. This morning light anchors the other end of the rope for your circadian rhythm. It sends a powerful signal to your brain. Good morning. Time to start the day and produce cortisol naturally. This ensures your cortisol rise happens when you actually need it. At sunrise, providing gentle energy, not at 3 a.m., jolting you awake with anxiety. It's about teaching your body to recognize the natural cues for wakefulness and sleep, effectively resetting your internal clock. Stress. It's not just a mood or a feeling, it's a powerful molecule, primarily cortisol. When stress levels are chronically high, or when acute stress hits close to bedtime, your body can't differentiate between a real threat and an imaginary one. It just floods your system with cortisol, making it impossible to stay asleep. This is often the primary driver behind those frustrating 3 a.m. awakenings where your mind suddenly switches into overdrive. But here's the good news. You have incredibly powerful tools to rein in that cortisol fire hose. 2 simple yet profoundly effective habits can make a massive difference. First, the 4-7-8 breath. This isn't just a trendy wellness hack. It's a physiological reset button. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold that breath for a count of 7, and then slowly, completely exhale through your mouth with a soft whoosh sound for 8 seconds. Repeat this cycle just 4 times. Do it before lunch, before dinner, and critically, right as you're turning out the lights. This specific breathing pattern stimulates your vagus nerve, activating your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest system. It literally tells your adrenal glands, hey, everything's safe here, you can chill out now. It's a direct message to your nervous system to downregulate, to calm the storm that cortisol can create. Second, let's talk about brain dump journaling. Forget fancy apps or complicated prompts. We're going old school here. For 3 minutes, just 3 minutes, write down whatever is looping in your head. Every worry, every thought, every item on your mental to-do list. Don't censor yourself. Don't worry about grammar or spelling. Just get it out. And then, here's the crucial part. End with one single sentence of gratitude. Just one thing you're genuinely thankful for. Research, including studies from Baylor University, shows that this simple practice drops pre-sleep arousal faster than even guided meditation. It externalizes your worries, taking them out of your head and putting them onto the page, where they can't bother you anymore. The gratitude sentence then gently shifts your mindset from anxiety to appreciation, providing a calming anchor. Couple these micro practices, the 4-7-8 breath and the brain dump, with your new light rules, and you effectively flatten the cortisol hill. No more waking up feeling like you're teetering on a 3 a.m. cliff edge. You're teaching your body that the night is for rest, not for fighting imaginary battles or solving the world's problems. These are not just mental tricks, they are powerful physiological interventions that directly impact your stress hormone levels and consequently, your ability to stay soundly asleep. Your body temperature is a silent yet incredibly powerful conductor of your sleep symphony. For you to achieve deep, restorative sleep, your core body temperature needs to drop by approximately 2 degrees Fahrenheit. Think of it as your internal cooling system activating for optimal rest. If your body struggles to achieve this drop, your sleep will be fragmented and you'll find yourself popping awake, often around that notorious 3 a.m. mark. So how do we help it? We hack our temperature. The first and perhaps most counterintuitive method is a warm bath or shower about 90 minutes before bed. Yes, warm, not cold. Here's the genius behind it. When you immerse yourself in warm water, your blood vessels in your skin dilate, pulling heat from your core to your extremities, your hands and feet. Then, when you step out of the bath, that vasodilation, combined with the evaporation of water from your skin, causes your core temperature to crash. It's like a controlled, rapid cooling process, much like a stock price you forgot to sell quickly plummeting. This sudden drop signals to your brain that it's time to sleep, accelerating the natural cooling process required for deep sleep onset. Pair that warm bath with a cool room. We're talking 16 to 19 degrees Celsius, around 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. This range is widely considered optimal for sleep. A cool room prevents your body from having to work hard to dissipate heat, allowing that core temperature drop to happen more naturally and efficiently. And here's a little secret weapon: socks. Yes, socks. Totally allowed, in fact, encouraged. Warm feet equal open blood vessels, which means an even faster, more efficient heat dump from your core. It's all about creating the ideal thermal environment for your body to do its sleep magic. I've seen clients who were chronic 3 a.m. wakers invest in nothing more than a 5-pound fan for their bedroom and suddenly sleep clean through the night. Why? Because that simple fan helped them achieve the crucial temperature curve that finally matched their brain's expectations for uninterrupted sleep. It's a testament to how profoundly simple environmental adjustments can impact your sleep quality. This tip is truly the pièce de résistance, the crowning jewel of our 5-step escape hatch. We're talking about a 10-minute walk after lunch. That's it, just 10 minutes. But don't underestimate its power. This seemingly small habit is a triple win strategy, combining sunlight, movement, and post-meal glucose control into one potent sleep-enhancing package. First, the sunlight. Remember how we talked about morning light anchoring your circadian rhythm? Midday light does the same, but with an extra punch. The brighter the light, the stronger the signal to your brain that it's daytime, which in turn strengthens the distinction between day and night, making it easier for your body to wind down when evening arrives. Second, the movement. A brisk walk after lunch helps you burn off excess adenosine. Adenosine is a natural byproduct of brain activity that builds up throughout your waking hours. The more adenosine you accumulate, the sleepier you feel. By moving your body, you're subtly increasing your adenosine metabolism, ensuring that by bedtime you've built up a substantial sleep pressure, making you genuinely sleepy. And third, and perhaps most crucially for our 3 a.m. wake-ups, glucose control. That midday walk helps your muscles soak up some of the glucose from your lunch. This prevents those sharp post-meal blood sugar spikes and subsequent crashes that can echo into the early morning hours. By stabilizing your blood sugar during the day, you significantly reduce the likelihood of that 3 a.m. sugar tantrum, where your body wakes you up in a panic because its fuel reserves are running low. I've seen clients who religiously incorporate this daily midday walk report incredible transformations. They often go from 3 wake-ups a week down to maybe 1 a fortnight, or even none at all. The consistency is key here. If it rains, don't despair. You can still get some of the benefits. Walk around your living room, do some jumping jacks, or even just stand by a window with a bright light therapy box on your desk. The biology remains the same, even if the scenery is a little less romantic. This simple habit is about optimizing your body's natural processes, making it easier for you to fall asleep and stay asleep every single night. Look, let's be real for a moment. Perfection is for Instagram filters, not for human sleep. Even with the best intentions and the most rigorous sleep hygiene, there will be nights when you still find yourself staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m. And that's okay. The key is how you respond to that awakening. Your reaction can either reinforce the pattern or help you break it. First rule, stay horizontal. Resist the urge to jump out of bed. Keep the lights off. And for the love of all that is holy, no phone. The blue light from your screen will instantly slam the brakes on any lingering melatonin production and signal to your brain that it's playtime, not sleep time. If your mind starts to race or you feel a wave of anxiety, try progressive muscle relaxation. It's a simple, effective technique. Start by tensing the muscles in your toes and feet for 5 seconds, really clenching them tight. Slowly move up your body, tensing and relaxing each muscle group: calves, thighs, glutes, abdomen, arms, shoulders, face. This practice grounds you in your physical body and distracts your mind from its anxious loops. If your brain is still spinning, like a hamster on a wheel, don't engage with the thoughts. Don't try to solve problems or plan your day. Instead, picture a mundane, utterly boring task. I'm talking about tasks that require focus but no emotional investment. Imagine yourself meticulously folding laundry, sorting socks by color, alphabetizing your spice rack, or counting sheep. Seriously, it works for some. The goal is to gently redirect your mind away from stimulating thoughts and towards something neutral and repetitive. Still wired after 15 minutes? This is the critical juncture. If you're truly unable to drift back off, get out of bed. Go to a dimly lit room, not your main living area. Read something mind-numbingly boring on paper. Think instruction manuals, an old textbook, a technical report, or yes, even a toaster manual. Avoid anything exciting, stimulating, or screen-based. Only return to bed when you feel genuinely drowsy, when your eyelids are heavy and you're practically nodding off. This strategy, known as stimulus control, retrains your brain to associate your bed solely with sleep, not with frustration, anxiety, or wakefulness. Whatever you do, skip the snack. Skip the doom scroll, and absolutely skip the thought of, well, I'm awake now, I might as well just start my day. If any of these tips already sound like a breath of fresh air, like something genuinely doable, then please smash that like button. It's a small action, but it tells the algorithm that this information is valuable, and it helps send this video to other 3 a.m. refugees out there who desperately need a solution. And hey, if you've got your own weird, wonderful, or surprisingly effective trick that helps you sleep through the night, don't keep it to yourself. Drop it in the comments below. My favorite ones always get pinned. Let's build a community of well-rested humans. Before we wrap this up, let's quickly debunk some common sleep myths that might be inadvertently sabotaging your efforts. Because arming yourself with truth is just as important as building good habits. Myth 1. I'm a natural short sleeper. Oh, how many times have I heard this one? The truth? Less than 5% of the human population actually carries the specific gene, DEC2, that allows them to thrive on consistently less than 7 to 8 hours of sleep without negative health consequences. The odds are overwhelmingly against you being one of them. More likely, you're just chronically depriving yourself of the sleep your body truly needs, and that deprivation accumulates, leading to a host of issues, including those frustrating middle-of-the-night awakenings. Your body needs its full complement of sleep to repair, consolidate memories, and regulate hormones. Don't let this myth give you an excuse to shortchange yourself. Myth 2. Alcohol helps me stay asleep. This is a pervasive and dangerous myth. While alcohol might make you feel drowsy and help you fall asleep faster, it absolutely wreaks havoc on your sleep quality. Alcohol acts as a sedative, but it fragments your sleep, particularly your crucial REM sleep cycles. As your body metabolizes the alcohol in the middle of the night, it often leads to a rebound effect, spiking adrenaline and raising your core temperature, making it a classic 3 a.m. culprit. You might wake up feeling like you slept, but the quality of that sleep was compromised, leaving you tired and groggy. It's a false friend to sleep. Myth 3. I can catch up on weekends. Ah, the allure of banking sleep. Unfortunately, sleep doesn't work like a bank account. where you can make deposits on Saturday to cover deficits from Monday to Friday. While an extra hour or two in the weekend might feel good in the moment, it doesn't erase the metabolic jet lag you've accumulated during the week. In fact, sleeping insignificantly on weekends can actually further disrupt your circadian rhythm, making it even harder to fall asleep on Sunday night and wake up on Monday morning. Consistency beats heroic. Catch up naps every single time. Aim for a consistent sleep and wake time 7 days a week, even if it means adjusting your weekday schedule slightly. Don't let these common misconceptions sabotage the amazing new habits we're building together. Understanding the science behind these myths empowers you to make better choices for your sleep health. Let's zoom out for a final thought. Those wake-ups at 3 a.m. aren't a curse, a punishment, or a sign that you're fundamentally broken. Think of them instead as a dashboard light. Just like a check engine light in your car, it's a signal, a message from your body telling you that something in your system needs attention. It's an opportunity to listen, to understand, and to make some simple, powerful adjustments. The key here is not to try and overhaul everything at once. That's a recipe for overwhelm and giving up by Tuesday. Instead, pick just one tip from today's playbook. Just one. Start tonight. Maybe it's closing the kitchen earlier, or dimming the lights after dark, or doing that 4-7-8 breath before bed. Track your nights, notice the subtle shifts, and celebrate those small wins. Be patient with yourself and with the process. Your body wants to sleep well, sometimes it just needs a little guidance, a little retraining. Deep, unbroken sleep isn't a luxury reserved for the lucky few. It is unequivocally your birthright. It's fundamental to your health, your mood, your cognitive function, and your overall well-being. I am absolutely rooting for you to reclaim it. So go forth, implement these strategies, and I'll see you at 7, after sunrise, well-rested and ready for a brand new day.